Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zahra Abdul. I am doing teacher training at Rehan School, Islamabad campus. Today I am going to have a talk with Kalani. I hope you will like our discussion. So let's get started. Hello, Sarabaji.
Hello. How can I help you today?
Sarabaji, I have a few questions for you in English. May I ask you?
Of course. Go ahead.
Okay, my first question for you is
I'm ready when you are. What's your
what
first question?
what is emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence is the ability. I think I missed what you said. Could you please repeat that?
Yes, so what is emotional intelligence?
Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage your own emotions, and also recognize and influence the emotions of others. It involves things like self awareness, empathy, and social skills. Does that make sense?
Why are emotions important in life?
Emotions are important because they guide our thoughts and behaviors. They help us connect with others, make decisions, and understand our own needs. They also play a big role in our overall well being.
What does it mean to understand your feeling?
Understanding your feelings means knowing what you're feeling and why you feel that way. It's about being conscious of your emotions as they happen and understanding their origins. This self awareness helps you manage your feelings better. Does that make sense in relation to what you were asking?
How do emotions affect our behavior?
Emotions can strongly influence our behavior. For example, feeling happy might make you more open to social interactions, while feeling sad might cause you to withdraw. They can also affect our motivation and decision making. Do you have an example in mind?
What is self awareness?
Self awareness is knowing your own personality, including your strengths, weaknesses, beliefs, motivations, and could you please clarify what you mean by size in this context? I want to make sure I understand your question correctly.
No, my question is what is self awareness? Self.
Self awareness is being aware of your Self awareness is being consciously aware of your own feelings and thoughts. It's about understanding what makes you tick. Did I answer your question that time?
May way is knowing your emotions helpful?
Knowing your emotions is helpful in many ways. It helps you manage your reactions to things, communicate more effectively with others, and make better decisions that align with your values. It can also lead to greater personal satisfaction. Does that help clarify the benefits?
What is self control?
Self control is the ability to regulate your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. It's about managing impulses to achieve longer term goals. Does that sound similar to how you think about it?
How can we control anger?
You can control your anger by learning coping mechanisms like deep breathing or taking a break. Identifying the triggers for your anger can also be helpful in managing it. Would you like some specific examples?
What happens when emotions control us?
When emotions control us, we might make impulsive decisions or behave in ways we regret later. It can be challenging to think clearly and maintain relationships when our emotions are out of balance. Would you like some examples of how emotions can control us?
Where is partiness important?
Could you clarify what you mean by politeness? It might not be the same as how I'm understanding it. Can you give me an example?
Yes, my question is what happens when emotions control us?
When emotions control us, we might make impulsive decisions or behave in ways we regret later. It can be challenging to think clearly and maintain relationships when our emotions are out of balance. Would you like some specific examples?
Where is partiness important?
I understand you're asking about politeness. Politeness is important in many social situations because it helps maintain positive relationships, shows respect for others, and can help prevent conflicts. Is there a specific situation you're interested in?
What is empathy?
Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's about being able to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand their perspective. Does that make sense?
Where should we understand other people's feelings?
Understanding other people's feelings is important because it helps us communicate better, build stronger relationships, and resolve conflicts more effectively. It also makes it easier to support others when they need it. Does that make sense in relation to what you were asking?
Okay, my next question for you is where should we understand on sorry, my question is how does empathy build good relationship?
Empathy helps build good relationships by creating trust and understanding. When you show empathy, others feel heard and valued, which strengthens the bond. It also allows you to respond to their needs more appropriately. Does that make sense?
Okay, my next question for you is what
I'm
does
ready for your next question.
yes, my question is what does I mean? Sorry, why does it mean to listen? What care with care?
I apologize, but I'm having trouble understanding what you mean when you say listen with care. Could you please explain that in a different way?
Yes. Um, okay, my next question for you is how can we show kindness to others?
We can show kindness to others by doing small acts of service, offering encouragement, or just being present and supportive. What kind of kindness are you thinking about?
Okay, my next question for you is why is respect important in communication?
Respect is important in communication because it shows others that you value their thoughts and feelings. It helps create a safe and open environment for exchanging ideas, even when you disagree. Does that make sense?
How do emotions affect friendship?
Emotions play a significant role in friendships because they help us connect with each other on a deeper level. Sharing emotions can strengthen the bond, while unresolved emotions can cause conflict. Does that relate to what you were thinking?
Why is teamwork important?
Yes, teamwork is important because it allows us to work together towards a common goal. It often results in better problem solving and greater creativity. Does that make sense in relation to your question?
What is good communication?
Good communication involves expressing your ideas clearly and understanding the messages of others. It's important to listen actively and consider the other person's perspective. Does that help explain it?
How can emotions affect your designs in making? Okay, Sarabaji, my next question for you is how can emotions affect designs making?
That's a good question. Yeah, emotions can definitely influence our decisions, sometimes quite strongly.
Okay, my next question for you is why should we think before reaching? Please give me a long answer.
That's another interesting question. Thinking before reacting is really important because it helps you make more thoughtful decisions. When you rush to react, you might say or do things that you regret later. Taking a moment to pause and think allows you to evaluate the situation better, consider different perspectives, and choose the best course of action. This can help avoid misunderstandings, escalations, and potentially negative consequences. It's about being more mindful in your interactions and responses. Does that make sense?
What is stress?
Could you spell out that word for me? I want to make sure I understand correctly.
What is stress?
Ah, I see. Stress is basically a feeling of mental or emotional tension or pressure. It can come from different situations or thoughts that make you feel worried, anxious, or overwhelmed. Does that make sense?
How can we manage stress?
Yeah, there are definitely ways to manage stress. Things like exercise, relaxation techniques like deep breathing, making time for hobbies, and getting enough sleep can be helpful. Talking to someone you trust or even a professional can also make a difference. Would you like to know more about any of these strategies?
Why is sting column important?
Could you please spell out that first word for me? I'm having a little trouble hearing it clearly.
Why is sting column important?
Ah, I see. Teamwork is important because it helps people work together to achieve a common goal. When people work together, they can bring different skills and perspectives, which can lead to better solutions and more success. It also builds stronger relationships and a more positive work environment.
Why is sit? Okay, my next question for you is how can deep breathing help emotions?
Deep breathing can help with emotions by calming down your nervous system. When you take slow, deep breaths, it signals to your body to relax, which can help reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. It can also help you be more present and think more clearly when you're feeling overwhelmed by emotions.
Okay, my next question for you is so what is motivation?
Motivation is basically the reason you do things. It's the drive or inspiration that gets you started and keeps you going towards a goal. Does that help make it clearer?
How do emotions affect motivation?
Emotions
Please, Sarabaji, tell me how do emotions affect motivation?
Emotions can definitely affect motivation. Positive emotions like excitement or joy can boost motivation and make you more enthusiastic about pursuing your goals. On the other hand, negative emotions like sadness or fear can decrease motivation and make it harder to find the energy and focus you need. Does that make sense?
What is a positive attitude important?
A positive attitude is important because it can help you handle challenges more effectively. When you have a positive mindset, you're more likely to look for solutions and persevere when things get tough. It can also boost. I understand you have an allergy. Can you tell me more about what you're allergic to?
How can we stay motivated in hard times?
Staying motivated during hard times can be challenging, but it's possible. Setting realistic goals, breaking them down into smaller steps, and celebrating small wins can help keep you going. Also, try to focus on the progress you've made and remind yourself of why you started in the first place. Having a good support system, like friends or family, can also be really helpful. Is there anything specific you're finding difficult right now?
Okay, my next question for you is how can failure help us grow?
Failure can be a valuable learning experience, even though it can be disappointing. When you fail, you get the chance to see what didn't work and where you can improve. It also builds resilience, helping you learn to bounce back from setbacks. Can you think of a time when failure helped you learn or grow?
How can we stay motivated in hard time?
It sounds like you're asking about how to stay motivated during hard times. Is that right?
Yes.
If so, to stay motivated during hard times, it helps to remember why you started in the first place. Focusing on your goals and reminding yourself of your progress can keep you going. It's also helpful to break down big goals into smaller steps so you can feel a sense of accomplishment along the way.
What is confidence?
Confidence is basically the belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. It's about feeling good about your strengths and trusting your judgment. Does that make sense?
How does emotional intelligence build confidence?
Emotional intelligence can help build confidence by helping you understand and manage your own emotions, and also understanding the emotions of others. This self awareness and ability to navigate emotions can give you a better sense of control, which contributes to feeling more confident. Does that make sense?
Okay, my next question for you is where is affecting
Could you please spell out?
yes, my next question for you is where is affecting mistakes important?
acknowledging mistakes is important because it shows that you're willing to learn and grow. It also helps create a sense of responsibility and honesty. When you acknowledge mistakes, it
Okay, Sarabaji, my next question for you. Okay, Sarabaji, my next question for you is why is self-respect important?
Self respect is important because it helps you recognize your worth and treat yourself with dignity. It's about having confidence in your own value and treating yourself with kindness and care. When you have self respect, you're more likely to set boundaries and make choices that align with your values. Does that make sense?
How can failure help us grow?
Failure can help us grow by teaching us what didn't work and where we can improve. It also builds resilience, helping you learn to bounce back from setbacks and develop a stronger perspective.
It's an opportunity for self reflection and growth. Can you think of a time when failure helped you learn or grow?
What does it mean to learn from emotions?
Learning from emotions means understanding what they're telling you. When you feel a certain way, take a moment to understand why you're feeling that way. This self awareness can
Okay, Sarabhaji.
to help you understand why you're feeling.
Okay, Sarabhaji.
To continue understanding your emotions, great. So, learning from emotions means understanding what they're telling you. When you feel a certain way, taking a moment to understand why you're feeling that way can help you make better choices and improve your relationships. Does that make sense?
How can emotions affect mental health? Okay, Sarabhaji, my next question for you is how can emotion affect mental health?
Regular exercise can have a really positive impact on your mental health. It can help reduce stress and anxiety and can even boost your mood. Are you I see. Even starting with small amounts of activity can make a difference. Maybe try a short walk a few times a week.
Why should we talk about our feelings?
Talking about your feelings can be really helpful for your mental health. It allows you to process them and get support from others. Is there anything specific you're thinking about?
How can sharing a feeling help us?
Sharing your feelings can help you feel less alone, reduce stress, and give you new perspectives on things. It's a good way to build stronger connections with others, too. Is there anything specific you wanted to share?
Okay, Sarabhaji, my next question for you is how does emotion intelligence help at school? Please give me a long answer.
Emotional intelligence helps students in many ways at school. It allows them to understand and manage their own emotions better, which can help improve their focus and concentration in class. They can also better understand and respond to the emotions of their classmates and teachers, leading to healthier relationships and a more supportive learning environment. This can also help with navigating social situations and resolving conflicts peacefully. Emotionally intelligent students are often more self aware and can better manage their reactions, which can lead to improved behavior and less disruptive behavior in the classroom. Overall, it contributes to a happier and more successful learning experience.
How does it help in the workplace?
Emotional intelligence is very useful in the workplace. It helps individuals communicate more effectively, work collaboratively with colleagues, and manage conflicts in a constructive way. This can lead to increased team productivity and a more positive work environment. It can also help individuals lead and motivate others, as they are better able to understand and respond to the needs and concerns of their team members. This is particularly important for managers and leaders. Additionally, emotional intelligence can help with stress management and personal well being, leading to increased job satisfaction and reduced burnout.
Okay, Sarabaji, these were all my questions. Thank you so much for your answers. Goodbye.
I have created your English conversation.
So viewers, this was my Kalyani for today. I hope you liked it. I will meet you again with a new video. Till then, Allah Hafiz.